Hello people and welcome to the lesson. We are going on speaking about families, family ties and different families in different times. The topic of the lesson is families in Victorian times. Today we are speaking about family relationships, some family values, and we are comparing families of the past and modern families. But first, I want you to remember some constructions like used to, be or get used to, and would. We use used to speak about something we did in the past but don't do anymore. Would is quite close to used to, but the activity must be done in a special period of time. We must know exactly what time period we are speaking about. And be or get used to means to adopt to some situation, to some activities. Now you are to have a look at the sentences and the meaning of them and match them. Stop the video and open your book's page 15, exercise 7a to match the phrases. Well, let's have a look. He used to or would wake up early when it was a holiday. It is a repeated action in the past. He used to live in a small flat, but now he lives in a large house. It is a past state that is no longer true. I've been doing it for so long that I'm used to walking to school, an action that has become a habit. And it's not easy, but I'm getting used to. It is an action that is in progress now. Now you have got a story about somebody's childhood, and your task is to complete the gaps using used to, be or get used to, and would where it is possible. You stop the video and do the task. Well, let's have a look and check. When I was a child, my family would live in a little cottage in the countryside. The farmer across the road used to keep cows and chickens, and we used to often buy milk and eggs from him. We used to have 2 sweet little dogs. In the summer holiday, my brother and I would love playing with them in our huge garden. Sometimes we used to wake up early in the morning and go on a bike ride in the woods until nightfall. When I was 10, we moved to Toronto. I wasn't used to living in a big city with so much noise and pollution. I missed my old friends and the friendly people. After some time, I got used to the crowded streets and hurried people. I even used to living in a small flat. Still, even now, I miss my village. This was the letter about somebody's childhood. Now, look at the photo, and it is a photo which was taken long ago, in 1885. In the photo, you can see a Victorian family. Now your task is to answer the questions. Is it a working class family, and why you think so? Give your answers orally but aloud. Where are they? Your ideas. Where can they be in the photo? What are they dressed in? Everyday clothes, best clothes, and why? Who seems to be the head of the household? Again, why do you think so? Now we are going to read about Victorian families, upper and middle class families, and working class families. Your task is to open the brackets while reading and use the correct form of the word. You stop the video, you open your book's page 22, and you are doing exercise 2. Now you are going to listen to the tape and check if you have opened the brackets correctly.
Exercise 3, page 22.
Victorian families, upper and middle class families. Families were very important to Victorians. They were usually large, with an average family having at least 5 or 6 children. The father, who perhaps worked in banking or insurance, was the head of the household. The children would speak politely to him and call him sir. The mother was responsible for running the household and would usually spend her time planning dinner parties or visiting her dressmaker or friends. Children saw very little of their parents and spent most of the day in the nursery with a nanny, as Victorians firmly believed that a child should be seen and not heard. Upper and middle class families lived in large, comfortable houses and had servants, such as a cook and kitchen maids, to prepare the family meals, a butler to answer the door and wait on the family, and housemaids to carry out household chores, such as washing clothes, cooking and cleaning. For entertainment, families visited new parks and museums, such as the Victoria and Albert Museum. Working class families. Most of these families lived in small houses. Often, several families lived in a single room. Houses had no running water, and it was not uncommon for a whole street to share 2 outside toilets and a water pump. It was very common for poor families to have as many as 9 or 10 children, many of whom didn't go to school. Instead, they looked after their younger brothers and sisters, or even worked. In Victorian Britain, children as young as 3 or 4 years of age worked up to 16 hours a day in coal mines, in cotton mills, and as chimney sweeps. The father of the house often worked in a factory, while the mother was responsible for all the household chores. For entertainment, working class families went to parks, cheap music halls, or to gardens which had fairgrounds, sports matches, and fireworks displays.
Well, I hope you checked your work and corrected your mistakes if there were some. Now, your homework. You are to revise the rules we looked at today, how to use used to, would, or get or be used to. And you are to describe your childhood. Use exercise 7b, page 15 as a model. That's all for today. Goodbye and good luck.